They are everywhere these days. Glass barriers, and yes, masks. And you may have noticed that one of the problems that they cause is that they can make it really hard to hear. Well, one way to solve that problem is to install one of these, a window intercom system. And in this video, I'm going to show you how. Now, if you'd like to learn more about these systems, check out our overview video in the link in the description below. Today we're going to be installing a Contacta STS-K071 kit. Now, these kits come in different versions for different Windows setups, and they start about $800 or $900. Why don't we see what's inside the box? Well, you've got a pretty thorough installation guide, and this is the speaker for the customer side. This is the microphone for the customer side and some installation hardware. And this beautiful pink package is the microphone and speaker for the staff side. And then this, of course, is the control box, which is the heart of the system. And then finally, in this box, we have a US power cable and a power brick. So this is everything that comes in the package. Why don't we start the installation? I'll show you how to install the system in this window. Of course, there are different Windows and intercom kits, but the basics of the installation will be pretty similar. Just be sure to read and follow the instructions. Start on the staff side of the glass by mounting the control box. It's designed to attach to the underside of a counter or on the wall. Since the shelf on this window is narrow, wall mounting makes most sense. It should be out of the way, but somewhere where staff can get to the controls and near power. Just loosely attach it at first so you can take it off the wall to easily make the connections on the back. If you wish, the power supply can also be attached. The staff pod is next. It shouldn't be in the way, but it needs to be as close to the staff as possible, no more than about a foot away. For flexibility, I won't attach the staff pod to the shelf, but I'll show you how it's done when I attach the customer pod. Run the cables to the amp. If you want to shorten the wires, take off the connectors with a small screwdriver, noting how the wires are attached. On Contacta units, the red positive or the striped wire is on the right, like this. Cut and strip the wire, then reattach the connector. Just make sure you attach the wires the same way they came off. If you don't want to cut, you can just wrap the excess wire. Plug the cables into the marked connections on the controller. Now around to the customer side. Decide where you want to place the speaker pod. Then place the microphone. Again, it needs to be out of the way, but as close to the customer as possible. To keep things neat, I'm going to drill holes to run the cables. I'll take off the connectors to fit the wires through the holes. If you want to attach the pods, twist off the base and locate the markings for the location of the mounting holes. Then drill them out. Mark and drill pilot holes in the counter surface. Screw down the base and lock the pod into place. You can also screw down the mic, or you can use the included adhesive tab. Back on the staff side, trim the wires if you want, and reattach the connectors. Then plug them into the right sockets in the box. Connect the power. When all the wires are connected, you can fix the controller to the wall. Now's the time to neaten up the wires. With everything installed, you can adjust the amplifier. You may need an assistant for this step. Start with the customer and staff volumes turned all the way down. 2,
Test 1, 2, 3, 4. Testing.
Then adjust the staff volume in. Next, turn up the customer volume out until it feeds back. Then back off the volume until the feedback stops. If it isn't loud enough, you can go into engineer's mode to make it louder. To do that, unplug the power to the controller and plug it back in. Then, within 20 seconds, press the settings button along with the volume in and volume out buttons all at the same time. Beside volume, there are several things you can adjust in engineer's mode, and the green volume in LED will flash to let you know which setup area you're in. See the instructions for details. When you're finished, press the on-off button to save and exit engineer's mode. Finally, readjust the staff and customer volumes like you did earlier. This system is now ready to use. You sometimes hear these called speech transfer systems because they transfer the sound from one side of the glass to the other. They're well worth the cost and effort to help your customers and staff talk more comfortably. For more information, check out our website at the link in the description below. And thanks for watching.